Oh, that's so true. It's a tough one, like you said, and all the outside backs are probably playing their best footy so far. And, I guess it just comes down to, the coaches, who they select and stuff. But for us, we're just controlling what we can, training, just the little details, I guess, that would give you that 1%, hopefully. But yeah, the competition at training just keeps everyone on their toes. Competition, especially for the outsides, is just, yeah, it's crazy, man. But it's it's a healthy thing to have in the team. Makes everyone better and yeah, keeps everyone on their toes.
After you debuted in 2019, you probably didn't play as much as you would have liked last year. If you're honest, what do you put your kind of return to your best form down to this year? Is there anything that you've done, even back at the Crusaders, that's allowed you to get back to the form you're in today?
Yeah, it's basically a mix of a few things that I try and most experiment in my game. Especially on defense. It's a massive part of my game now. Is like we talked about earlier. How competitive the outsides are. So I sort of thought that maybe my defensive side could be the point of difference. I put a lot of work into it. Just try and get up there. Make some good tackles, some big hits, and yeah, I just try to get over the ball. If I can. Yeah, obviously. Hanging around Richie too as well, gives you some good balls, and Davey Harville, some few cheeky pies hanging around those two boys. So no, yeah, it's been really good. I'm enjoying my footy so far. This year, like I said, I'm probably playing some of my best footy so far. So happy to be back here. And
just a quick last one from me. The loss last year to the Pumas, is that discussed within the group at all, and how much does that sort of fuel this group? I know you kind of got your revenge for in a way a week later, but just the slip up last year, is that discussed within the group, and does that sort of fuel the group at all?
yes, we know what this Puma side could bring to any team. They very tough, just tough blokes. Very like emotional. With they come with a lot of emotional stuff, which creates it makes the game even more harder, I guess. They right up in your face. They tackle hard, they run hard, they're big boys. So yeah, our boys, we've done all our prep this week, and yeah, we're actually looking forward to a great challenge on Sunday.
Cool, thanks Ollie. We'll jump to Chris Reeve from the Herald, top left, Sevu.
Hey Sevu, just sort of expanding on your defensive game. Were there any forwards that you went and asked for tips in terms of trying to get over the ball and how to best approach that aspect of the game?
Yeah, throughout this whole campaign, there's been a few boys, that I try and go grab a tip or two from. We went back in New Zealand, because Artie's probably one of the best getting over the ball. You're getting some tips off Artie, and we've got some great coaches. We've got Fiki. We've been doing a lot of work with Fiki, just with getting over the ball, and with Akira Ioane as well. Has been giving me some of his tips. So yeah, hopefully see some of that come to action on Sunday. But yeah, we've got great forwards. Our forwards coach that works really close with our backs, because the rugby today, we can see the outside channels as where people try and target nowadays. So, which is a good thing. So as outsides, we got to be strong over that part. So yeah.
Is that something that you all actively work on at training now, the getting over at the breakdown?
Yeah, it's yeah. It's all part of our work-ons, getting over the ball, whether that's trying to jackal or just trying to stay strong, and yeah, try and go for clean out and just staying strong over the balls.
Cool, thanks Chris. We'll jump to Mark Hinton.
Hi Sevu, Mark here. Some technical whiz last week in Perth. Klopp
about 40. Nah. Nah. Oh, to be honest, Rico has, he's explosive, man. He's fast, and I hate to say this, but yeah, he's probably one of the fastest. He is the fastest in the team, and as we've all seen him run, that's some crazy meters he clocked up on that chase down. So yeah, see, he hasn't stopped talking about that ever since. So to shake my head every time he walks by. So.
Good stuff. And listen, I think you've had 4 test starts this year. Anything about your game you're targeting in terms of things you want to do better, things you want to really work on, show out on Sunday?
Like what I was just talking about earlier was, I've put a lot of work into my defensive side of things, because as outsides, we're well known for, we just finishes and, just take the ball and put it down. But, that's sort of what, we're trying to break here is, we could get over the ball, we could be real good defenders, we could tackle hard and those things. So, yeah, it's been a big work on for me is just, my defensive side, and I want to be the difference as an outside, as a winger. I want to be known for that, not just my attack side of things, but on the defensive side too as well. So might see some of that in action on Sunday.
Cool. We've jumped to Tom and then Jamie Wall. Tom Vinicom, rugby pass.
Hey Sevu. You've switched around between left and right wing this year. How have you found playing on the left?
Obviously it's like the funny thing, because when I first played on the wing, I started playing number 11, and then when I moved down to Crusaders, I started playing on the right wing. But yeah, I started playing on the right wing. I've been playing on the right wing for a long time, and you get to a point where you start to favour sides that you step with, and that's probably one of my things that I have to try and sort of break is. Being on the left-hand side, sometimes I take the ball, go to run, and I still find myself stepping like I'm still playing on the right wing. So that's probably just almost feels weird, when I go step, I'm like, oh, hang on, I'm probably like almost stepping, going not the way that I'm meant to be going. But yeah, that's probably just the biggest thing. But yeah, I love every opportunity I get, especially if I'm playing or on the bench, or number 11 or 14. And that's pretty special getting that, getting to wear that number 11 jersey. We know all the great people that's worn that jersey, so it was pretty special for me to play on the number 11 side a few times this year.
Awesome, thank you. And Paul has mentioned there might be a little bit of rotation with the squad and injuries and things like that. Do you reckon now might finally be your chance to play in the centres?
Man, I've been having this conversation with Foz for almost. It's probably a big, just like any other person, you want to play in the centres, but I'm not too sure with Foz. It's probably not a big fan of Fijians at playing centre, so don't worry, I'm going to have a word with him. Now we're allowed to go out, I'll take him out for coffee, and we'll see what I can do.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers.
Jamie, do you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Just a quick one from me, Sevu. Hi there. You just mentioned Rico before. I just remember back in Super Rugby, you scored a try on Eden Park, and you did this try celebration.
Oh, sorry.
This one here. Now that you've been in the All Blacks camp together for a while, has he hit you up about that?
Oh no, it's been it's been joked about. Almost all the boys have been joking about it, and but Rico and I, we're good mates, and he even laughs about it, and even talking about it now, just seeing how it's so funny. But yeah, it was just. Sorry. See, I can't even help myself, but I'm already folding my arms. Sorry.
Oh, any last question, Jamie, or should we leave it?
No, all good. Thank you. That's all I have. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Sevu.
Thanks so much, guys. Cheers. Thank you.